Ipswich Town have somehow plucked defeat from the jaws of victory, looked on course for that first home win of the season, that first home win in the Premier League in more than 22 years, and they've conceded 2 goals right at the death. Another stoppage time gut punch. Oh, where do we start with that? What do you want to talk about?
None of it, probably. Yeah, we've seen this story before, haven't we? At least a couple of times in the Premier League, and I don't know where this one ranks in terms of how much it hurts, and it really will, because I don't think that Ipswich were really fancied going into this one, and the performance was largely pretty good. And I think when we were coming into 85 minutes, the way that they were handling themselves was good. And then everything happens at the end. The focus in the long term, I'm sure, probably has to be the performance. That has to be where the positives come from. But as a result, as I'm sure most fans will look at, that is painful, just the way that it happened more than anything. It's the frustration that it's another stoppage time goal. It's the frustration that if it's 1-1, you take a draw and you say, look, at the end of the day, this is a team that have beaten the top sides in the Premier League, and they've come here and they've not been able to win, and it's taken a last gasp, or what felt like a last gasp goal, to get an equaliser. But to lose it in that fashion, that was what really felt like a huge blow.
There's a few other positives today. I thought Jack Taylor in his first start of the season, his first Premier League start, was really good in central midfield. Kieran McKenna was quick to remind us of the journeys that these players have come on. Several players that have come from League Two to the Premier League. Again, another game that Ipswich are very much in and competitive, but it just starts to feel like, I guess, with Luton last season and several clubs that have probably come up and gone back down, where you know, lots of positives along the way, and it's just not quite tipping our way. And there's reasons for that. It's not bad luck when it happens consistently. Still lots to be proud of. I think, you know, we have to keep reminding ourselves of the club is ahead of schedule. Whatever happens this season, the club is in a better place. But it doesn't make these results any easier to take. I'm sure people will feel a bit different in the period of time. But yeah, for now, 4 points adrift of safety. Leicester managed to score twice late on to salvage a point, I saw today. So yeah, the next one is a trip to Wolves, who've got a big game against West Ham on Monday night. So we'll see what the bottom of the table looks like ahead of that one. Pick the bones out of that. We'll see you at Molineux.